Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to build a Tamiya 110 RC buggy, and it's none other than the Avante MK2. Here's the box, and as you can see from the side, you could see the DF03 chassis, which looks pretty cool. It's a 4-wheel drive. But I'm not going to build the Avante MK2 to look like this. I'm going to make it look like the classic 1989 Avante from back in the day. Here I have the 89 series 132 scale car, and this is how it looks like. And yeah, we're going to transform the car over here to look something like this. And over here I have the JX digital servo and the surplus brushless model. I'm short of an ESC, but I'm sure I have a Hobby King brushless ESC lying somewhere. So I'm going to use that speed controller. And with that in mind, let's get cracking on with the build. Boom! It's all done up with all the electronics installed. Here we have the JX digital servo, and over here we have the surplus 3650 kV brushless model. And yeah, this is the Hobby King brushless ESC that I've been talking about. Found it and installed it. As for the upgrades, I have the front and rear towers, blue aluminum CNC shocks from YA Racing, and I also have the blue aluminum front knuckles, which look pretty cool. And one last upgrade would be the shocks. Yeah, these are the rear shocks from YA Racing as well. I believe these are for the TT02 chassis, but I extended it and they fit well in the DF03. Alright, let me show you how it works. Here's the switch. I'm going to power on the DSM2 transmitter first, and it will talk to the DSM2 receiver over here. Now it's time to work on the body shell for this car. I don't really like this MK2 body shell shape, as I preferred the old classic, which is the Avante 89. So we're not going to use this body shell, we're going to use the Avante classic body shell here. I've got two of those body shell and two decals to choose, one for the black Avante and one for the classic blue Avante. Alright, here's the MK2 body shell cutout. This is the original body shell, and I've also drilled the 3 holes for mounting the body shell onto the chassis. And over here you can see that I have taped this body shell to the underneath of the classic 89 Avante body shell. The next step is to figure out where to drill the holes to line them up. Okay, here's the plan. Here I'm extending the original standoffs for mounting the body shell with these white plastic tubes, and they extend all the way through the original MK2 body shell, all the way up to the Avante 89 body shell. I think I'll be able to mark the holes pretty accurately. Alright, it's a fresh new day, and after all the cutting last night, this is how the car looks like with the body shell. For the color of the body shell, I'm using this Krylon foil metallic blue mixed with Tamiya PS16, and the end result looks pretty good. Look at that. Pretty happy with it. It's time to put on the decals. Well, unlike the cars from back in the day like the Vanquish, Avante 89 or the Thundershot, the Avante MK2 does not have a driver figure. To fix that, here I'm using this hop-up part. This is a driver figure, and we're going to install it to make it look like the 89 Avante. Now there's no easy way for us to install this driver figure into the car because this is the MK2 chassis, and this driver figure really is for the 1989 Avante chassis. There's a standoff here, but if we place the driver figure as such, the hole will not line up with that standoff, so we need to make our own standoff. And the solution I came up with is really simple. For the steering servo, I realized that they come with this circular servo horn, which I have no use for it. And I also found this skid from an old RC helicopter. And if I insert this tube into here, like so, it's quite a tight fit. And this looks like the perfect stand for us to hold this upright. Alright, I've brought the camera closer so that you can see what I've done. Here's that circular piece of servo horn, and I've attached it to the chassis using some industrial grade double-sided 3M tape, and it's held securely. The next step is to figure out where to drill the hole to mount the stand. And to figure out where the hole is, I'm using this template here. Basically, the cockpit should be positioned somewhere here, and you can see the cross which I've marked to drill the hole. And with that, I was able to drill the hole exactly where it needs to be. And yes, I've already installed the standoff. This is how it looks like. This is the screw head. For additional strength, I added some hot glue to further secure the standoff. And now it's just plug and play basically. It's a tight fit, so it's going to fit into that base. There you go. And I've already ensured that there's sufficient clearance. Yep. It's not getting in the way of the servo rod. After an hour of painting and putting on the decals, we have Paranoid Perry here, and it's looking not too bad. Ta-da! I present to you my hybrid 1989 Avante, converted from the Tamiya Avante MK2. There's the front view and the side view. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Now let me grab the sibling, which is the 132 Avante from my childhood. Well, this is going to be the thumbnail shot. Alright, it's time to get this car out for a spin and see what she can do outside. Now that was really fun. I really enjoyed myself driving the hybrid Avante outside. Here I'm at the RC shop and you could see the original 89 Avante, and this is how mine looks like. I'm really happy with how it turns out. This will be a great display piece besides my Vanquish and Thundershot. That's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.